Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Emporia State University game. Today, we are going to be watching our Overwatch team with their Friday 8 p.m. game. That was a weird start. Anyway, we do have an update actually, but before I get to that update, my name is Knight, your wonderful host. I am here joined by Norm. I'm not sure if he's going to be casting too much today. Okay, so he's not going to be casting too much today because he's still getting... Yep, he's going to be doing cameraman stuff. So it'll just be me talking here today. Hopefully I will be able to handle everything. But yeah, today we are going up against Arizona State, their black team. The current record for them is 3-2, while as a strange update for us, Emporia actually is 1-2 this season now, because according to NECC, the UCO Broncos forfeited or were forced to forfeit the games for the season. I believe they might have had multiple. They it looks like they FF'd their latest games here. Oh, did you send the stream link already? Oh, they're doing practice beforehand. Yeah. So as of right now, the teams are kind of getting into some practice in before they start the game here. Give me 1 second. I do have to give over the stream link for our stream because they have asked for it. All right, I'm back. Okay, so as of right now, we are going to be moving on to picks and bans here in a little while. Both teams look to be ready, or at least getting ready to begin. For our starting lineup for ESU, it's going to be Azriel, or Sir Salt, who is our captain of the team. We also have Ming, aka Amy, Call Me Neptune, and Crimson Fire checked in at the moment. As of right now, I do see they are getting the other team in, which those who are signed in on well, actually, yeah, we'll okay. We were getting a little banter in the chat before game. This is fine. All right. For Arkansas State, it looks like they have Wi-Fi, Cranberry, Mayu, Abel, and Sila. I hope I did not butcher any of your names. If so, I am sorry. Okay, cool. But yeah, really excited to see another game. Hopefully getting our apparent second win of the season. With that previous forfeiture. But yeah, we will be getting everyone into the lobby here pretty soon, hopefully to start up. But yeah, a little update for the rest of our games here, for those who didn't get to catch our last few streams. So on Tuesday, Super Smash Bros. Actually had a bye week that week. So they had some time to rest. We did have a League of Legends match. Probably their best showing, I would say, this season. Yeah, probably their best showing this season, actually, as they took a 2-0 victory against the Heston Larks. Although from what I was told after that stream, the Heston Larks League team was pretty new to the game, so I do feel bad about that win, just ever so slightly. But yeah, I mean, it was a great game overall. We didn't get to go in person like we wanted to, but in the future, we are probably going to see some more of our teams when they play in person, either at their arena or ours. But yeah, I believe they're going to be doing picks and bans in the NECC chat here. haven't seen anything just yet. Any other updates I'm missing here? No? Okay. Oh, also, chess does have a game tomorrow, I believe, still. Haven't heard anything about rescheduling just yet. So we will not stream that one since it is on a Saturday. But we will be giving out I'm saying too much, I realize. We will be giving out a weekly recap probably Monday evening, actually. Yep, Monday evening, because that is Norm's job, and Norm, he don't wake up early. Let's just say that.
You know, I wasn't going to chime in here, but now that you've attacked my sleep schedule, I feel like I have to.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What did I ever do wrong?
Nothing. I just realized that you don't wake up early.
That's and is there an issue with that?
No, all I said was that you don't wake up early. That is not feel attacked all you want, but that was honesty right there.
Yeah. We're getting both teams queued in here.
Yep, both teams are loading into the lobby at the moment.
I do love the Halloween icons from Arkansas, except for the one Christmas icon.
Lovely. Almost unified there. Wait, which one's the Christmas one?
The top one.
Are you sure that's not a clown?
Oh, that is a clown. I guess they are all.
You gotta love the team unity.
Yeah.
Unlike some people. Emporia. Not gonna match icons here. Although Crimson Fire is getting into the spirit of things, so he gets a pass. He gets a pass.
The snowman.
Yeah.
Or no, not the snowman. The candy corn.
The Pachamari.
The Pachamari candy corn. I think that's supposed to be candy corn.
It's either that or it's Reinhardt. I'm not sure. But okay, so we are getting the roster lock here for Emporia. It's going to be Azriel on the tank, of course, as per usual. Wool and Crimson Fire are going to be our support line for this game. Ming and Big Boy Snacks is going to be our DPS line here. We will see who...
Gonna be a very interesting game.
It is.
Especially because Emporia has... The only win they have is a forfeit, if I'm right. So
that is correct.
They're looking for that win.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Because they... Yeah.
Yeah, they got a technical win, but we're looking for our actual game win here. And so we did just get the roster for Arkansas State. It's going to be Wi-Fi on the tank, Moppy Best Anna, and Cranberry as their DPS line, and then Abel and Scylla. Yeah, Scylla as their support line. Yet again, if I am butchering your names, Arkansas State, if you guys have anyone watching, I am so sorry. But yeah, everyone's getting into order here. We're going to be getting into picks and bans here now that roster has been locked in for first map. But yeah, Mr. I wasn't going to say anything today. Is this the only time I'm going to have some interaction or?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe in between games.
Nice to know. Nice to know. So it shall be just you,
I've had
and
a lot of complaints about my camera work, so we're gonna really lock in on the competitive camera work today.
Yeah, no. Apparently, I screamed at him in our last Overwatch map, and I don't even remember it. So.
The joys of operating camera.
Real.
I did go. Most of the complaints are my own, though. I went back to the recording and I was doing some broadcast review, and I'm like, man, I'm bad at this.
Yeah, we don't talk about it though.
We do though.
We do, but usually it's with Hayden talking about it.
That is true.
Hayden.
He won't be joining us today.
Hayden
will not be joining us.
Yeah.
Good job doxing people once again.
I didn't say his government name. And besides, they wouldn't have known he was foe if you didn't say foe.
Fair enough.
I could have literally just introduced him as a mutual friend.
I can also, in response, dox you, but I won't.
Did you remember to take down that chess stream, by the way, when you doxed your first and last name?
No, because the audio got all recorded actually, so I'm like, not worth it. And I feel like most people already know my first and last name from when I did esports in high school.
Mr. Cybersecurity guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do radio for a year and you say your full legal name every day. Can't really avoid it.
That's fair. Although, to be fair, I just learned, because, yet again, I have not physically played Overwatch in about a year now. I just recently learned that they added that you had to add phone numbers to your account now.
Yes.
So that's something. If I ever pick up that game, I'm going to probably not pick up the game anymore because I don't want to go through triple factor authentication. I made a joke to Norm basically that if they get past my double, or if they get past the two-factor authentication, then I think they just kind of deserve it.
That'd be quadruple factor authentication, because they have to have your double authentication for your email. Then they have to have double authentication for your game account. Then they have to have double authentication for Overwatch, and then they have to have double authentication for your phone number.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, basically, with all that security, I said that if they get my account, they just deserve it at that point.
What do you want to do with my Overwatch account?
Pretty much. I mean,
My Overwatch account, it may be... Like, I could even see competitive trading. Like, even at that point, like, why?
Okay, so we did get some bans here. So as ESU is home side, we are getting map ban and character ban. So we're going to be banning Li Zhang. Or no, we're picking Li Zhang.
I'm like, really?
My bad. Okay, we're picking Li Zhang, and we are going to be banning Wu Yang, or Wu Yang, depending on how you pronounce it, for this first match up with Li Zhang. I believe we are going to be getting into some rush comps for this team. I know for Emporia specifically, they do like to run the Ryan or the Zarya here, depending on.
They're also going to be swapping out AK Amy as well for me.
Yeah, I already went over starting.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Back to your camera work.
I'm sorry. I've been up since 9 a.m. It's unusual times to be up for me.
Pretty much.
I got a full 8 hours of sleep and woke up at 9 a.m. My body's not used to being healthy.
That's fair.
The life of a gamer.
Okay. I believe we're waiting on Arizona State's ban before we get into this game right here. But yeah, in terms of ESU, I believe they're gonna probably go with the Reinhardt here with the rush comp here. But Azriel, he's pretty flexible. He can go a lot of different tanks from what I've seen. But I believe someone is gonna be put on Lucio jail for this map. Most
likely.
Yeah, Li Zhang is typically the Lucio map.
Have we had bans yet come out?
Not from... We have the Wu Yang ban from our side, but we haven't seen a ban.
Someone tells me we're seeing Lucio go immediately.
I mean, if Lucio does end up going, I feel like we're gonna just see a Juno or potential... Well, actually, no. They can't do another support ban. They have to ban another champion from a different category.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. So Lucio is going to stay in Lucio jail. You all go. For those who are, I believe, on the flex support.
I'm dropping stuff. Give me my fidget toy.
Fidget toy that is a bottle cap.
You don't fidget with random items?
I do. I mean, I'm fidgeting with my drawstring right now, so.
Fair enough. I'm dropping stuff still. Where'd it go?
Okay, let's see. And we are going to get a Zarya ban for the side of Arkansas, my bad. Not
Arizona.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We can make that joke. We're from Kansas.
I'm not.
I don't know where I'm from at this point. I've moved all over the place, and I'm kind of stuck here in Emporia.
Understandable. But yeah, we are going to get into Li Zhang Tower here. No one's going to be playing Zarya, so I believe we're going to be going with the Ryan comp here on the side of Emporia. Haven't done any scouting for Arkansas State here, so this is going to be another new surprise for us to see which type of comps they like to run for their groups. But yeah, we shall see how this goes in terms of you're just jamming out.
Just jamming out.
All right.
It's one of those days. It is a Friday. Everyone wants to go home. I know I've talked to some players before who have played on Fridays. It's one of the toughest days to play on because everybody is just so exhausted from the week. They want to get out.
That is true. It's actually funny because in previous years, I believe Overwatch was actually played on Thursday.
It was.
But they do typically change the schedule around for games.
Each semester.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's probably for that reason because you don't want to have every game
dependent on the team's availability because each person has a different availability.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, right now we're waiting on them to fully disable characters here, I believe. And waiting for the readies as well before we start this game.
But yeah, what are we looking? Are these? Let's do our rank check here real quick. Are all these guys ranked?
They should be ranked because NECC has a rule that their rank has to be shown.
I don't know actually how to check ranks in Overwatch.
You have to view career profile, and that current competitive season. Oh, it looks like they are gold, and I believe that is silver. With their roles there.
Dang.
Ooh. I'm thinking that's a
player.
Yeah, that's I think that's Grandmaster.
Oh,
okay. We're getting into game here. Well, back to camera jail you go.
Womp womp.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Solo Night Show. I will be your host as we dive into the first map of Lijiang Tower. As an update, we're going to have Ming Big Boy Snacks on DPS, Azriel on tank, Crimson Fire and Wool on support line here. And on the opposing side, we're going to have Mopi Best Ana, Cranberry on DPS, Wi-Fi is on tank, and Scylla and Abel are on support here. It looks like we're going with the standard rush comp here with a DPS lineup of Cassidy and Reaper here. As I previously stated, Reinhardt is going to be our main support here. I'm not sure if that bug is still in the game related to movement abilities, so we'll have to see how that goes in this game. But support line is going to be the Kiriko Lucio, as you see typically. On the opposing side, they are going to start off on Symmetra. I'm not sure if this is going to be a TP and then switch. Okay, so yes, this is going to be a TP switch onto the Tracer here. They're going to meet into this front room here, trying to take some space here. Reinhardt is going to be the first to fall here. Big Boy Snacks is going to get the enemy Lucio, but it's going to fall to the Ramatra as well. And Arkansas is just going to clean up first map and take control of point here. That is the danger for Reinhardt, this Ramatra here, because Ramatra is able to punch through shields. So he is going to be taking damage even when he has that shield up. A lot of abilities coming out. Reaper's trying to get into that backline. Has to Wraith out of here to get this health pack. Big Boy Snacks is going to get a kill onto the Sojourn here, but Cranberry is going to be able to find the Lucio. Big Boy Snacks is going to get that Lucio as well, and Wi-Fi is just going to take out the Reinhardt once again, so Emporia just has to back off and regroup here. Cassidy got stuck in that mid-fight in the middle of the point there, so he's going to get staggered. Arkansas is going to get up to 35% here for this first point. Emporia really does need to make some sort of entry here to try and get some foothold on this point. They're going to try going through this room, try avoid a lot of the spam from going main here. Ramatra has his ult, is going to get pinned by Reinhardt, but Reinhardt is going to fall to the Kiriko and is going to pop ult. Deadeye's going to come out for Emporia State here. Isn't going to be able to kill anyone, and the Ramatra ult is going to get 3. Yep, is going to get 3. And Cranberry is gonna finish off the job here. The switch to Roadhog is coming out. Interesting swap there. Cranberry does have Pulse Bomb here. Wool is gonna have Kitsune Rush here. I believe they're gonna entry with this onto point. Arkansas is at 80% here, as Li Zhang is coming to an end. One shot hook is going to connect for Azrael here, but Cranberry is going to get a pulse bomb off. 90% now. Emporia State really needs to make some sort of play and touch this point. Wool is going to take out the Tracer, but Crimson Fire is going to fall to the Sojourn. Reaper is on trying to get something with that Death Blossom, but sadly is bursted down, leaving only Azrael and Wool on the point with that Kitsune Rush to speed up cooldowns and such. They're holding the fort here. Kiriko TP comes out, but she is caught out yet again by the Roadhog. Wi-Fi is going to take out Crimson Fire and Wool, but Wool is going to get the Tracer. Wi-Fi is really just going off here on this Ramatra. Reaper's the last to stand, or actually no, Reaper and Cassidy are the last two here. Roadhog's ultimate is going to come out to push Arkansas off the point, leaving only Wi-Fi alive. Arkansas did get to 99%, so Emporia is going to have a really strong defense here. They're not going to be playing too far up, I believe, for this. Ramatra is going to have another ultimate up, so... But Crimson Fire does have Sound Barrier just in case of that ult. In terms of... Oh, wow. Sound Barrier does come out, so they initiate an attack. But Big Boy Snacks and Ming do fall in that fight, followed by Crimson Fire. I actually just don't know what happened there. Arkansas State is going to take point here at 99%. They're not going to be able to touch, so... First map of Li Zhang goes to Arkansas State. An interesting team fight there. I did see the strategy try to initiate fight with the Lucio sound barrier here. However, they weren't able to get an opening pick with that sound barrier. So all Arkansas had to do really is to counterattack with the ultimates that they had available, which I believe was Railgun. They also had Ramatra ult and their own sound barrier as well. So we are going to see a swap of tank to Diva for Azrael here. But comp is going to pretty much stay the same. Actually, Crimson Fire is going to go for the Ana here instead. And Cranberry is going to be on the Soldier instead of the Tracer this round. No team's going to make a TP play to point just yet. Reaper's already Azrael's taking like already taking a lot of damage here, and is going to get demeched, leaving him vulnerable on this point here. Ana's going to fall, Azrael's going to fall, and Kiriko's going to Kiriko's going to get two with getting Ming out of the picture as well, and Cranberry is going to just kind of take out Wool, my bad. So Arkansas is going to get first point here to start off this second map. Emporia is really trying to burst down this Ramatra here, trying to take away a lot of the healing he's going to get. He is less than half health here. Sojourn's going to fall to Ming, Sojourn's going to fall to Ming here. This is perhaps the opening that they needed. Soldier is on an off angle here, so they have to really be careful. Azrael had gotten demeched there. Ana's getting staggered out in this fight. So, a team wipe for the side of Arkansas. Emporia's gonna need to regroup this and try to get an open... Well, they did get an opening pick successfully there, but they couldn't fully capitalize off of it. I believe it was because of that Soldier that was in the off angle, keeping them from moving forward. Ana's gonna die to rockets here before they can go in. The switch to Sombra was made as Ramatra is going to pop ultim here and is gonna demech Azrael yet again. Cranberry just Yeah, no, the kill feed is just red at this point. Sombra is in the backline here. They're just trying to chase her down to get her out of their backline here. She's in a really interesting position here. The swap to Winston was made. Kitsune Rush is available here. Azrael just jumped in and immediately was just shredded by the enemy team. Sombra's trying to get some damage off onto the supports here. Kitsune Rush is used. Ana does have nano boost here. She's gonna nano the Reaper here, he's gonna go in, try to do some damage. Sound Barrier is gonna come out for Syla, but Wi-Fi is gonna get a triple here. He was slept, but Ottawa just didn't focus him, and Arkansas State just cleans up the rest of Emporia, and that is map 1 Lijiang going to Arkansas State. Play of the game is going to go to Wi-Fi. Let's see which play that's going to be here. I believe it's going to be from first map. Yep, it is first map. Yeah. An unfortunate high noon there. He was able to block a lot of that damage. But yeah, not a bad start. Not too bad of a start for Emporia State here. It is first map, so there is room for improvement as always. And a really strong showing on the side of Arkansas as well. The Ramatra gameplay did definitely put a damper on things early off in the beginning because he was that counter to Reinhardt. So even with the swaps that they made to the Roadhog and then eventually to the D.Va, they just weren't able to burst down the Ramatra as they would have liked, I'm assuming, which is why they swapped to the Ana to potentially keep him from getting healing.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
But that Sombra location.
That Sombra location wasn't bad. I actually
questionable.
No, not too bad actually. Probably too late of a swap to Sombra, I would say.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't able to build up that EMP to help with getting a fight in that.
Yeah, there were some good plays on Sombra there. It's just you don't have enough time to really affect the game in any sort of matter.
That is true. I did just realize that they added the time limit on Sombra's invisibility again, which
they did. Interesting
enough. I didn't even realize that was back in the game. So we'll see how they try to work around this limitation with Sombra again. I did recognize that Azrael was taking a lot of damage in there. They really were able to just burst him down so much. Even when he swapped to that D.Va pick, they were just able to de-mech him so quickly because they had so much damage coming in from both Soldier, the Kiriko, and they had the Soldier 76 as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little unfortunate first game here. So Emporia is gonna have map ban and side pick here.
What do we got a ban yet?
Not yet. We are in the process, or I believe they're in the process of deciding which map to ban here and which side they would like to go to.
So we shall see.
They also do have to reconfirm their rosters, I believe, as well before they get onto that. So we shall see.
I know the NECC has been doing a lot of enforcement when it comes to the matter which things are done.
That is true. They definitely don't want to have any potential issues. So we are going to have same roster for the side of Emporia. I believe we're going to have same roster for Arkansas as well. Yeah, we are going to have the same roster for Arkansas as well. So yeah, at the moment we are waiting on map and side pick here. And I believe the next map in this lineup is going to be between... Well, we just took our control map. I can't remember what the order was for Overwatch. Let's see. It looks like it is going to be between Hybrid and Flashpoint for this next map. So for our maps for Hybrid and Flashpoint, we have Eichenwald morning and evening, Hollywood night and morning, Kings Row night and evening, Atlas neutral, and Servasa neutral. It's quite interesting though. I'm not sure which map they will go. I do know Emporia favors going Flashpoint. Weirdly enough. Okay, so that's a first.
That is. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Still waiting on map bans and picks here. But interesting. Haven't really gotten a chance to look through NECC's full rule book. I just kind of glance at it as we go into games.
There is a lot to it.
There is. So we are going to be going to Eichenwald here as our hybrid map. Wait. Yep, we are going to be going Eichenwald as our hybrid map here, and we are going to get a ban on Ramatra, which is understandable.
That is fair.
Yeah.
That Ramatra really, not only is Ramatra meta as always, but
well, not always.
And current meta.
Tank meta typically changes a lot. It's the support meta that basically stays the same.
Tank meta has been very strong towards Ramatra. And that Ramatra, it just prevents you from doing a lot.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we are also going to be going on defense first for Emporia State here.
So that was our attack point, right? Or what mode was that?
That was control.
Control. So are we going into attack point now?
We're going into hybrid.
Hybrid?
Yes. So it's going to be Eichenwald. Emporia is going to be taking defense here. The two bans for this map are going to be Ramatra and Reaper.
That's fair.
Yeah. With that Reaper ban, I believe we're probably going to see... I'm actually not familiar with what else Ming plays. I know we have the Cassidy for Big Boy Snacks here. I believe he
Ming plays.
Actually, I believe Ming plays Hit Scan as well.
He plays Soldier, but I also think he plays. The name has left my brain. Sniper.
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker. Yeah.
Yes, we did get to see the Ming play Widowmaker in that last match. Sorry. Versus Heston Larks. He had a really good showing specifically on that last Junker Queen map. So it looks like we're going to be going to Eichenwald morning here. I don't know why anyone would want to go morning instead of the evening, especially with how bright the sun can be on these maps, unless they changed it, which I'm hoping they did, because I remember
they did a huge lighting update not too long ago with it was right before they did all their map updates, because you'll notice Moira orbs look a lot better than they used to.
They do, they really do.
And I'm almost wondering if they updated the graphics engine in its entirety.
That could also
I
be
don't know, but it could be a possibility.
It's actually interesting. The last time I played, I remember when I stopped playing Watchpoint Gibraltar was actually got a map update. I believe that was the last map update I was playing for. But it used to be that whenever you play on Gibraltar and you were attacking, and in the base, when you tried to stare out to the enemy team, the sun used to blind you. So that was interesting.
Sounds annoying.
It
doesn't
was.
Sound very fun.
It was very annoying. But yeah, picks and bans are in right now. We are just waiting on teams to get well, I guess we're waiting on the ready ups, and then yeah, that's about it. Oh, hope everyone's having a good weekend, by the way. I'm not sure if I said that.
I want to go home.
We're not talking about you, Norm.
Aw, okay.
Anyway.
It's
We
been a
hope
good week. It's been a good week. We're going to hope for a better weekend.
That's fair. But yeah,
Weekends are always the best.
that's true. Hoping it doesn't go by too fast as well. Because,
I just got to get a bunch of homework done, as always.
yeah, I probably should have done a paper this week that was not due until 2 weeks from now, but I also have another paper that's due next week. So
The college life.
the college life, well, the graduate life seems to be just papers all day.
Yeah, I'm not a graduate, but I'm not a graduate, but it's still like that.
That is true.
It's the Emporia life.
The Emporia life, for real. But yeah. Don't know necessarily what's going on here with our teams.
Probably just talking.
Yep. Probably just having a
Getting a
little
morale
chat.
boost, get the tactics down, talking about those replay, because I know compared to other other teams, our Overwatch team actually does replay analysis. So going over what during their replay analysis they talked about and what we should be looking towards.
Right. Another fun fact about our Overwatch team. I believe there's only 2 people that were on the team in previous semesters as well. So they are fairly new.
There's 3.
3 that
yeah.
are...
Azrael, aka Amy, and Ming.
Okay, so yeah.
But I believe 2 of them, or 1 of them for sure, is from the JV team. Yep.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, we do have a few new faces to the varsity Overwatch roster here. So one of the big things that we have heard from our team captain is that they are definitely trying to work on their team cohesion, work on their
Yes.
communication and stuff. Specifically in the big fights here, realizing target priority and such.
Anything through the NECC chat?
Nothing in the NECC chat, I believe. I'm not sure what's going on. Click chat, see if anyone said anything in the match chat. Okay, so we're waiting on an R. Okay, we've got our... Oh, okay, so they were having Discord problems. This is fine.
The life of esports.
Yeah, no, if it's not Discord, it's the whole PC, you know? Gaming people problems. Alright, so ESU is going to be starting on defense here. I'm not sure what team comps they favor. I believe they try to go dive on this tip on Eichenwald. But I'm not entirely sure, as I've only seen them play Eichenwald once before, I believe. So we shall see. All right, it looks like we are going to get the Zarya comp here, actually, on the side of Emporia. Zarya is going to be our tank here. Ming and Big Boy Snacks are going to be on Ashe and Torbjorn, respectively. Oh, Winston's got his, It's not Christmas yet, but, you know, in the season, might as well. Crimson Fire and Wool are going to be our supports here on Wu Yang and Kiriko. For Arkansas, they're going to be going on the Shimada brother DPS line with a Kiriko to support them. With a Lucio, I see they're very much a fan of putting their support on Lucio Jail. And they're going to be going a dive comp with the Winston here. I do know with this Winston here, it's going to be I believe it's a favored comp with the Zarya here because she's able to bubble here. Winston's already getting pushed out of here with Zarya getting these charged with her bubbles specifically. Hanzo is very low, but is going to back around the corner to get some healing here. Azrael is going to get the Lucio as they try to help out their Winston, as Winston jumped a little too far in and is going to fall to Kiriko. Hanzo is going to get kill onto the Kiriko, however, but is going to fall. Actually, they actually somehow managed to get each other in that fight. But Azrael is going to take out the Genji as well. So Arkansas is going to back off just a bit to regroup here. They're going to also swap off to the Zarya here and to the Cassidy. Hanzo's going to take down the Torb Turbot here. We're going to see Emporia take some off angles so they're not directly getting sniped by this by this Hanzo. Torbjorn is going to get knocked out here. Wool is going to get knocked out as well, leaving only Wu Yang to be the support here. Zarya is going to take a high ground point here, trying to get some damage off on this Hanzo. Cassidy's looked a little stuck there, but is going to manage to successfully meet back with his team. Kitsune Rush is going to come out for Arkansas State here, and the Hanzo ult is going to come out as well, and is going to find two, as they did get stuck in that building. The kill feed is going to turn red here with Arkansas wiping Emporia State on the point here. Torbjorn managed to get one, but it was not enough. So now, point has been capped, and they are going to start moving this payload along. Emporia is going to start this defense on the second point of this map, taking over the castle here. Pretty standard procedure. Graviton Surge is up for Emporia State, as well as Bob. I forgot what Torbjorn's ult was called, but Torbjorn's ult is also up with their own Kitsune Rush. High Noon's going to be coming up pretty soon here for the side of Arkansas, and they do have that sound barrier as well to negate a lot of the damage here. Nobody's meeting the point here. Big Boy Snacks is going to take out that Hanzo. The point is going to get to the bridge here with no contest. Zarya is going to drop here now. Is going to attack some of the squishies in that smaller area here. Graviton Surge is going to come out, pulling... Oh. Sound Barrier is also going to come out to negate a lot of that damage. Torbjorn tried to use his ult there, but was sniped by the Kiriko. Kitsune Rush is going to come out. We also saw Cassidy in that backline there trying to get a pick onto the Kiriko, but with that Kitsune Rush, Wool was just able to survive and take him out, actually. With that, Bob is the only ultimate that they have, and Big Boy Snacks is going to swap to the Sombra here. Graviton Surge and High Noon is going to be available for Arkansas here. Wu Yang is close to an ult. They're going to use the High Noon to clear out the space here. Is not going to find anyone. Ming is going to drop down to fight here. Bob is going to be used. Ming's going to be able to take out the Cassidy, and Arkansas takes control over the bridge area. Big Boy Snacks is able to take out the Kiriko here. And Zarya is going to make her way back up to the high ground along with this Ashe. And the Zarya is kind of just left alone as Azrael's just taking out the rest of his team. So he just hops off the map to reset with his team. Graviton Surge and Kitsune Rush, as well as Dragon Strike, is ready for the side of Arkansas State here. Graviton Surge is at 70% for Emporia here. Wu Yang still has that ultimate. No, Kitsune Rush is still at 50% here, so ult economy is better for... Oh. Graviton Surge got used there in that fight to kill the Kiriko. And Cranberry manages to get 4 here, actually, leaving just Azrael. Or, actually, no. He's also going to get sniped. A team kill is going to wipe off Emporia from this map, and they are going to get around this corner, at least. Graviton Surge is going to be up for this next fight here. They're going to have Dragon Strike and Kitsune Rush. They also built up another sound barrier here pretty fast. I'm not sure it's going to be available within this fight, but it could. Only ult here for, let's see, 60 seconds remaining for Arkansas to get onto this point here. Graviton Surge is going to get used and is going to connect with the Hanzo and Lucio. Both are going to get beamed down, leaving just Zarya onto the point by herself. She's going to fall, and Arkansas is going to be left recovering, or not recovering. They're going to be left regrouping here as they prepare for the final push. Winston is going to be swapped for Arkansas here. Every single ultimate except for the tank is available here. They're burning a little bit in this little alcove. Had to use the Suzu. He's going to jump up to the high ground to try and get the Ashe, but she's going to back away. Ultimates for their Emporia's going to have this Kitsune Rush here, as well as an EMP and a Bob for this final fight. However, Ming is going to fall before they can use it. Azrael is able to take out the Kiriko here. Kitsune Rush is going to be used, and is going to get, they're going to be able to get most of ESU actually in this fight, leaving just Azrael here, and Wu Yang falls too. Bob is going to be contesting point now. Let's see if Emporia can come back to do this, or to get this. MP is going to be used here, but is not going to be enough, and Arkansas State is going to take second point here. Graviton Surge is going to be coming up here pretty soon. They do have the Wu Yang ult. As well as Primal Rage is also going to be up for Arkansas State here pretty soon. It's within one fight. Zarya is getting a lot of charge off of this Winston as he's just beaming into the enemy team. 1 minute remaining for this final push here. Wool is able to get a pick onto the Cassidy here. Wu Yang is going to use this ult here, and Emporia is going to make a push. They're going to be able to take down 3 in that fight. They're chasing for kills here, but Lucio is going to get out, and Wu Yang is going to fall to the Hanzo snipe. And they're going to make a swap to Sojourn as well for this fight. Winston's going to use Primal Rage to survive here. And Arkansas is just able to get a few. Winston's going to jump into that Graviton Surge, actually. Azrael is really the only one left on this point. Actually, no. Ashe has come back up. Sound Barrier is going to come out for Arkansas State for this final push. Because Winston's just going to be beaming down on the Sombra, so she's not going to be able to hack anyone. And Arkansas State just takes this push. ESU did, however, get them down to 0 seconds. So, depending on how long it takes for them to push, they could potentially be in a good position to, they could potentially take this to around 3. A really good showing from ESU there, even though Arkansas State did get to the third point there. They did manage to, in fact, get them down to 0 seconds. They had a lot of good fights in there. They were grouping up a really good. They were grouping up really well, as a matter of fact. Just a few unlucky picks before the starts of fights, specifically while they were chasing fights earlier. After second point was taken there, they did chase a little probably too far up, which did lead to 2 picks being made for Arkansas, which allowed them to get that push, and which set Emporia into a state of stagnation, so to say. If I hope I used that word correctly. So Emporia State is going to be attacking here. They're going to have the same... both teams are actually going to have the same comps minus the Sojourn and the Zarya to start off Arkansas State. Azrael is taking a lot of damage here trying to move in, and the Sojourn is going to just be able to take out the Wu Yang. Sombra's going to get the Hanzo, but Sojourn is just... The Sojourn's really just getting a lot of picks here. She's going to fall to the Sombra, but April is going to be able to take her out as well. Gonna see Wu Yang just kind of trying to see who he can hit with his abilities here. Little poke from two, as League players would say, 2 monitors away. Or, anyway. So, we're gonna go for another push here. Cranberry is falling a little low here, so is gonna have to get healed up by his teammate. Zarya, for... there's a... Arkansas State, Wi-Fi has a lot of charge here, so Emporia has to be careful. And with that charge, he's able to take down Ming. However, Azrael is able to take out the Hanzo and is going after this Sojourn here, but might have gone a little too deep into the enemy team. They are really trying to take out this Sojourn. My gosh. Sombra is going to fall to the Zarya here, and the grab is going to connect on Azrael, leaving the rest of the team to kind of just fall, like... They did a little bit too much of chasing for the Sojourn there, I would say. But it's understandable. I'm pretty sure the Sojourn has done a lot to probably upset them. Graviton Surge is going to come out, and they are going to be able to melt the Zarya. Lucio is going to get caught up in that Graviton Surge as well. Kitsune Rush is going to be used. Wool's going to fall to... Wool is going to fall to the Hanzo, and Hanzo is going to be able to get Ashe as well. However, with the Kitsune Rush, it looks like Emporia might be in a good position to capitalize off of this as the last members of Arkansas State fall. Emporia is able to take this first point and start their push. Arkansas State is going to be taking positions in this castle here. You see Azrael is going to be walking around trying to see if he can take some positions here first. Sombra's going to join him, but he's going to have to fall down to get some health back. Sombra's going to be sneaking around here, trying to hack all of these health packs to make sure they're not able to get too much health. The Hanzo is going to find the Sombra, and Wu Yang is going to be attacking this soldier on the high ground. As they, yeah, so they did end up swapping to the soldier from Sojourn. Azrael's taking a lot of damage here, but Counterpoint is at 100 charge here. Gonna try and beam down some people. Will's gonna fall to the high charge Zarya, and Azrael's gonna fall as well, and Ming follows soon after. The Sombra is gonna get caught out by the soldier as well, so Emporia has to back off for now. Payload did reach the first curve of this second point, and the swaps are going to be made for Winston here. Wu Yang has his ultimate here, as well as Ming and Wu Yang. Sombra is going to find the Soldier 76 and is going to force Arkansas State into a more passive role here. Winston is going to be jumping onto the high grounds to try and take over high ground. Wi-Fi is going to be able to get a Graviton Surge, but Bob's going to come out to counter, to basically do a lot of damage. The Hanzo's really the only one left on this high ground here, or actually no, that was a soldier, my bad. So they're going to get to the bridge here with this Winston. Winston's going to take a position in front of this doorway, try to block them from getting in. Wrecking Ball is going to be on to the point now. Soldier is going to use his ultimate here, but is going to be found by the Sombra and taken out. Winston, I'm not sure where the Winston is actually. Oh, Winston was kind of in the back lane here. Still getting a lot of damage out. Finds the Kiriko. It's just him and the ball now. And the enemy Lucio. But Cranberry is going to find his target. And Azrael is sent back to spawn here. Ming is going to swap to the Genji here. Primal Rage and EMP is going to be online. Well, Primal Rage is going to be online pretty soon. Kitsune Rush and EMP is online now for ESU. Emporia, or not, Arkansas State is going to have both support ultimates here, as well as this Hanzo Dragon Strike. Ming is going to be going after this Hanzo. Isn't going to find him just yet. EMP is going to connect to most of the team, but Sound Barrier is going to be used to counteract it. Oof. The feed is turning red here. As Azrael is looking just for one. But sadly, with all of the support, he's not able to find any. And now they're left with 27 seconds. Both EMP and Primal Rage was used in that fight, so they're not going to have those ultimates for this final push here. Kiriko is going to be able to have her ultimate to potentially help out with this next fight. Winston's going to dive onto this Hanzo and Kiriko to try and get a kill. 4 seconds left for ESU. They do have 2 on the payload, and I'm not sure Arkansas realizes this. Oh, no, they do. All right, Arkansas is going to send the ball to the point to keep ESU from continuing their push. And sadly, they are going to manage to wipe ESU. So map 2 Eichenwald goes to Arkansas State. They almost had it. Almost. Play of the game is going to go to Cranberry here as the Sojourn. Let's see what this play is going to be from. Oh. Wow. Yeah. This Sojourn, specifically Cranberry, just even as the Sojourn or the Soldier, he's really good at taking off angles, from what I realize. It's actually impressive with how well he is at taking those off angles, making sure to aim for the lower health targets, which essentially sets his team up for those team wipes that we saw in the maps there.
Very interesting game.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, I mean, every game's very interesting in its own unique way, but I don't know, were the chases really worth it?
Probably not, specifically with that chase on the Sojourn. After maybe about 2 seconds of chasing her, if she didn't die, it probably would have been better if they had just walked away.
But they continue to chase down those dark hallways.
They did, which was very dangerous, specifically with Hanzo, as I believe is... Actually, no, does Hanzo's projectiles bounce off of walls still?
They do not.
Okay, never mind. But even still, with all of the spam they were able to get, and then Zarya was able to just...
You're putting yourself into a funnel, basically, of projectiles.
Yeah, and then with the tank and one of their DPS focused so much on that Sojourn, the rest of the team was just able to capitalize off of the separation between the supports and the rest of the team there. So, an unfortunate map there. A little overextension, I will say, from the side of Emporia State.
Still waiting for match results to come in here.
Yep, waiting on match results at the moment, as well as bans and stuff. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get a swap here for ESU. We're going to get AK Amy and Wool as our support line here now. DPS line is gonna be Crimson Fire and Ming, and Azrael is going to remain on tank here. And then we are going to be going Junkertown attack. Arkansas is going to remain with the same lineup here. And we're banning Lucio. Now, keep in mind, Junkertown was the third map that they played in that last match against Heston Larks. And they did a really, really good job on that map.
It seems like they have gone over a lot of replay analysis on it.
Yeah. I would dare to say that Junkertown is probably one of their stronger maps.
Oh, I would agree. I would agree with that.
Specifically with Ming being able to be on that Widowmaker as well, taking away so many angles, forcing the enemy team to shield off those angles as Sigma or whichever team they're on. Let's see. And we're gonna get a ban on Ash for this map. So yeah, Emporia State is gonna be attacking first here. Which is interesting that they would choose attack.
I mean, it is their stronger map, and I'm wondering if they're wanting to put a foot forward and say, we are stronger than what you think. Here's what we have.
Interesting perspective. And I can see it. After those two map losses there, getting a really strong start on Junkertown could be the push that Emporia State needs for this game to turn itself around and hopefully lead to a reverse sweep here. Right now we're waiting on the signaling of ready from both teams. Map pick and bans are in fact in. Map is getting set up currently.
Still no scores.
Might just take a minute to update.
I'm wondering if they're not going to update it this round, because last round it came in pretty quickly. Somebody submitted it pretty quickly.
We also have to remind Nolan to verify the score of this game.
Yes, we will.
We need to remind him to verify the score of the last game too, if he hasn't already. Getting caught up in the why are you muting and unmuting?
'Cause why not?
Is anything even connected to that?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean the computer audio, and it looks like we're not going to get a score update.
Well, no score update, but we are gonna hop into this third match, or third map. My bad. I'm gonna take a huge guess and say we're gonna see the Widowmaker start for Ming.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and they're on the wrong side.
No.
All right, so we're gonna get pulled out of there really quickly, and we are gonna swap sides. It should be, in fact, Emporia on red and Arkansas on blue. Specifically considering that they wanted to attack first. So if you will give us a minute here, we are gonna get those swaps in really quickly. Oh, well, I guess we're going to be under the Arkansas name today. So, all right, everyone, to avoid confusion, keep in mind ESU is going to be on the red side here, and Arkansas State is going to be on the blue side here. But yeah. Let's see how we... And we're actually going to be in Junkertown nighttime as well. Interesting. Very beautiful. You gotta enjoy the night sky too, and just seeing the plumes of smoke going into the air. America. I'm just kidding.
Industrial Revolution.
Indeed. All right, it looks like we're gonna be seeing Sigma here with a BAP Zen combo. Actually, pretty common for a poke comp here. Widowmaker is gonna be played by Cranberry. Is gonna be playing Widowmaker here, and Moppy Best Anna is going to be on the Sojourn here. For the side of Arkansas State. For the side of ESU, it looks like we're going to be going Widowmaker here, as figured, with Ming. Crimson Fire is going to be on the Venture. Asriel's gonna be keeping this Zarya pick, and the support line is gonna be Ana and Wool on the Wu Yang. Venture's gonna be going off on an off angle here, trying to get some trying to potentially get this Widowmaker, but is immediately gonna get spotted and just shot down by this Sojourn. Now Emporia is going to get this high ground position. They're gonna get Zarya on this high ground here, as well as their yeah, Zarya's just gonna really be in their face here. Anti-Nate is gonna connect. Sigma's gonna fall here. Not much they can do about that one. The Sojourn is very low. Crimson Fire is gonna find the Sojourn and the Baptiste here. And the Zen is kind of just stuck in here. But is gonna get Crimson Fire as he slides his way on out. Widowmaker duel here going on between Wool and Cranberry here. 1 HP. I do enjoy a good Widow 1v1. The Zen is gonna fall to Zarya in the meantime. And we're gonna see a Doomfist coming out on the side of Arkansas. Actually, interesting pick here. Widowmaker's gonna be taking position here. Wool is gonna actually find the Doomfist. No ults online at the moment here, but both sides getting close. Azrael's gonna fall to the Sojourn here, but Crimson Fire is gonna find the Widowmaker. Doomfist is gonna be on point here. Is going to find Crimson Fire, but Ming is gonna find two. And now the Doom is gonna follow her in. Ana is gonna save Widow with the nano boost here. Tracer is gonna be going to try and take out the Widowmaker, and they're actually just going to do it. with that Doomfist and Tracer just diving the Widowmaker, she didn't stand much of a chance there. So Emporia doesn't quite yet take point here, but we are gonna see some swaps here. Ming is gonna be on the Sojourn now. Venture's gonna be close to his ultimate here. Wu Yang's gonna have his ult. Zenyatta is close to Transcendence here, as well as the Sojourn for Arkansas. Is gonna be close to Railgun. In that last fight, Ezreal did, in fact, use Graviton Surge. Wu Yang is going to use ult in this fight, and is going to be matched with a Transcendence here. Wool is going to find the Tracer, and Doomfist is going to fall to Crimson Fire here. Feed is going red, but this time it's for ESU, as ESU successfully wipes Arkansas and takes this first point. I said the right name there, right? Okay, good. Alright, Azrael is looking pretty low here. Doomfist, not in too much danger with the block. Amy is gonna find the Tracer here, actually. And Sojourn's gonna be doing a lot of poke here, trying to find a shot on someone. Ooh. Crimson Fire went a little too deep into the enemy team. Doomfist is gonna get slept and antied. So he's gonna punch out. Immortality Field was used in that fight, in that engage. So they didn't have it for the Graviton Surge with Azrael. Doomfist is still alive. He's antied, naked. Tracer is going to try and go for Amy, but was bubbled in the first attempt. Is going to get her on the second attempt, though, but is going to fall to Crimson Fire. And Azrael is going to beam down this Doomfist, leaving only 3 up for Arkansas. They're going to swap to the Winston here. Zarya is going to move into a forward position but Arkansas is not going to try and contest this, so ESU gets second point. Soldier is going to come out for Cranberry here. ESU is going to still have this this Venture ultimate available here. Azrael's taking a lot of damage here and is gonna get well, it's gonna get bursted down by the soldier, who's just gonna clean up this fight actually. Another Transcendence is coming up here for Arkansas. They're gonna have Window and Rail and Sojourn's ult here. However, ESU is gonna have a Sojourn ult of their own, as well as this Wu Yang ult and this Venture ult, which is still online from it's still online. Winston is gonna get bursted down by the Venture here, and Immortality Field is gonna go out. Zarya managed to get to the high ground here and is gonna beam down the soldier, and Venture is gonna ult the backline of Arkansas State. Both support ults are online for the side of Arkansas. However, Ana is gonna get the soldier with her nade here in that fight. Window, I believe, is gonna be used here. Yep, Window's gonna be used here, but he's just gonna get dove by the Venture and beamed down by the Sojourn. Ming is gonna pop ult here. Transcendence is gonna come out to try and delay here. So Zen is gonna manage to get the Sojourn out, but the Zarya ult is just gonna group up the Zen and the Winston, and they're just gonna be able to take point.
It really was a Winston versus the world.
It really was.
That Winston had nothing he could do there.
Not too much. A really good showing for ESU.
Especially against these last couple games.
Yeah, a lot of momentum gained from that. Specifically with Adventure, they were just able to dive into like a lot of different places.
And with a minute
as you
28
do.
left as well.
That is true. Minute and 28 is left on the clock for ESU if this does, in fact, go to around 3 and 4. Let's see what the team comp here. I feel like it's going to be similar to opening. Actually, no, it is not. So we're gonna get a Winston with a Wu Yang and Ana for Arkansas State. They're also gonna be pulling out the Genji Widowmaker for this attack here. AK Amy's gonna actually swap off of Ana to Kiriko here. Crimson and Ming are gonna stay on the same supports, and Wool is gonna still be on this Wu Yang. No tank pick. Oh, actually, never mind. Zarya is gonna be coming out for Azrael here as well. So a similar comp, a little bit of swapping of the DPS and support lines respectively. Now, the thing with this Ana here within Arkansas State's comp, they're either going to be going for they're probably going to be either going for Nano Winston or they're going to be going for Nano Blade here. A lot of different options. Winston is going to get a lot of damage out on him. But in a strategy like this, that is the play, to be able to charge the Ana. Winston's going to dive in the backline here, trying to get ESU off of this high ground, but they're going to stay in firm. They're not going to give up this high ground so easily. Venture is going to be hanging around this point here, keeping them from getting too far in. But is going to fall really, really low, drawing out a Suzu. Widowmaker's going to find Amy here, but Winston is all the way in the back of this team. They're really trying to get this Sojourn, but Genji is going to just get beamed down by Azrael here. Winston is still very much behind ESU here. Going to be on these supports on Wu Yang and Sojourn, but is only going to be able to find Wu Yang. Widowmaker is still on these off angles trying to get some picks here. Crimson Fire is going to get slept by the Ana and is just going to fall to the Wu Yang bonk. I'm going to call it a bonk. I don't know what the attack is, but he just got bonked. That's it. Winston is going to dive into the backline here and is going to be nano boosted, actually. He's going to build up this Primal Rage really fast. Ana is going to find AK Amy. Widowmaker is going to find Ming, and Cranberry finds Wool. the rest of ESU just kind of falls at this point. Crimson Fire does manage to get the Genji on his way out, actually. But yeah, that is going to be Arkansas State getting first point here. Winston's going to have this Primal Rage as well. It's going to be really dangerous for ESU, specifically because he'll be able to displace a lot of the enemy here. Winston is going to get Crimson Fire, but Azrael is just going to go in the high ground and beam down both the Widowmaker and the Ana. Winston's looking very low here, but he's going to use that Primal Rage to stay alive and get a pick here and kind of hop out, leaving only Azrael really in the left in this fight. But he's quickly going to just get actually, no. Crimson, I believe that was... Yep, Crimson managed to hop in for a little bit, but Winston was just able to beam down the Zarya. And so, Arkansas State is going to turn this corner, and it's going to get close to... this point. ESU's going to try and get some kills here. They're going to use the Sojourn ult. They're going to also... A lot of ults coming out on the side of ESU, actually. To counter, Genji actually used Blade there. Sojourn managed to get 3, I believe, with her ult, and managed to find the, actually, I don't know. The Widowmaker in there as well. Genji does take out Ming in that last fight, but is, killed by, I think, Ming's, I forgot what the ability's called, but was caught with one of Ming's abilities. They're going to swap to the Tracer here. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left for Arkansas State. Winston's going to be on point here. Crimson's Fire is getting pretty low, and the Winston has to jump out to try and get some more health here. ESU is doing a really good job. Oh, wow. They just solo ulted the Genji. They just solo grabbed the Genji. Oh my goodness. Okay, Silent is gonna find Wool here on Wu Yang, and yeah, Arkansas State is really just gonna team wipe ESU there. I mean,
Poor Genji.
Poor Genji. What did bro do? All right. So Arkansas State is gonna take second point here. They have 3 minutes, about 30 seconds to push. Winston's gonna be in here. They're gonna swap to the Diva here, for Azrael on tank. He is gonna have a lot better time probably bursting down this Winston, as Crimson is able to take down Winston here. There's a Tracer there, kind of hanging out. Is gonna fall to the Wool. Wu Yang's gonna get stuck in this corner here, so they're gonna have to back off a little bit. But Crimson's in the back line, really going for this Ana, and is gonna get caught out by the Sojourn. Tracer is trying to get the Sojourn, but isn't able to get her. This Tracer does have Pulse Bomb, so ESU has to be really careful here. Primal Rage is gonna come out. He's gonna find Ming with it, but is going to get bursted down by the rest of the team. Tracer manages to find Wu Yang. Kitsune Rush is used by ESU here. Diva does have bombs specifically either to try and get a kill or for remake, depending on what happens here. Sojourn is going to get nanoed here, actually. Diva is going to be in the back line here. Is going to use mech to get her mech back here. Finds Azrael. Is unable to remech here, but is able to put a pause, at least, on the push, I believe. Crimson's going to be challenging the Diva on this high ground here, which, I guess I should mention, Arkansas State did, in fact, swap to the Diva mirror here. They're going to have both DPS ults here. Wu Yang has his ult as well. On the side of Emporia, they're going to have both DPS ults, which Crimson is going to use his ult here. Minx is going to also use his ult. Finds one. Wu Yang ult is also going to be used for Wool. And so, yeah, ESU manages to wipe the team here. 1 minute, 20 seconds left for Arkansas State to push this payload. They do have the Sojourn ult still, and the Wu Yang ult. However, Pulse Bomb was used in that fight. I don't know what happened to it. I believe it might have gotten just eaten, or it just didn't connect with anyone. Wi-Fi is gonna trying to challenge this high ground here, but is gonna get pushed off. Crimson's gonna be taking care of the point. Sojourn ult is gonna come out for Arkansas State here. Diva Bomb is close. For Wi-Fi is close to Diva Bomb here. Cranberry's gonna find Crimson Fire here with his ult. ESU is down 1. They're gonna try and burst out this Diva here. Diva Bomb is available for the side of Arkansas State. They're gonna use it to remech here. Ming is gonna fall to Cranberry here. A lot is going on, actually. It's kind of just a battle for the high ground here. Wi-Fi and Able are able to take down Crimson Fire and AK Amy. And they're gonna just be pushing this payload here. Someone needs to touch for ESU, which they managed to. Recall's gonna come out for, oh, wow. So Diva Bomb was used in that fight to try and remech, but sadly was unable to. And so they managed to take the point. However, they were down. They did manage. ESU managed to hold them off to 0 seconds there. So Arkansas State only gets 1 minute to push this payload to ESU's 2 minutes and 28 seconds. A really strong defense for ESU there. They managed to hold off. They managed to hold off Arkansas State, even though they were really. They were really. I really don't know what the words to describe it, actually. Arkansas State was really getting a lot of picks in those fights, but ESU was just able to stabilize and regroup, and basically hold them to the very last second until they couldn't anymore. Picks are coming in for ESU and Arkansas State. Arkansas State is going with the Freya Sojourn comp here. Diva is going to be picked for tank, and Wool and Able are going to be on Wu Yang and Ana respectively. So next is going to be Ming and Crimson, going to be on the same comp here. Actually, ESU is on the same comp here. We see some complaints on, yeah, we see some complaints here with the NECC code here coming out from Arkansas State, but what are you gonna do? We're gonna see a Diva mirror here. Diva's really gonna go in for this Sojourn. Crimson Fire is gonna manage to find Cranberry here. And Wu Yang's gonna find the Freya. And Crimson's also gonna take down Wool here. We see Azriel sleeping on the job here, buddy. You come on. You can't be falling asleep here. They're gonna swap to Roadhog here, to try and get some picks. They're down to their last 15 seconds here. They managed to get the Sojourn, but a Diva Matrix is gonna save her from that one shot. 10 seconds remaining for them to push. Crimson Fire really, I believe Crimson got hooked there. Emporia is going to be backing off a little bit to regroup here, wait for Crimson to get back. Diva's going to get hooked and demeched here and is going to fall to Cranberry. Not too great of a move for ESU there, as a lot they're just going to fall. Yeah, ESU is just going to fall here. And yeah. Now I believe they're going to be going for a final push here to stop the capture, maybe? Yep, we're going to get a touch here for ESU to stop them from getting the point. Crimson is going to survive his touch attempt. And Wu Yang ult is going to come out from Emporia State. Two are going to follow. The Nano boost was... Nano comes out for the Hog, but he's the only one left. And so he's just really going to get bursted down here by this Diva. And, yeah, they just got bursted down. So Emporia State manages to stop them right before capturing first point.
Yeah, so a bit on the context for the code there, because I know you're not used to the perks. So in Overwatch, when you're given the perks each, you get them every so often for levels and stuff. At the beginning of overtime, you are supposed to get it unlocks you all the perk choices possible for the entirety of a game.
Interesting.
And so the NECC code states that you do not. It is a pure 1v1, no perks, nothing.
That is understandable because the perks menu would really just kind of...
They can be overpowered.
Yes.
And you can build into what you expect the other players to build into.
That is true. Understandable. So yeah, there are no perks for there are no overtime perks with this NECC code. As they do want the game to be fair in overtime, I suppose. So we're gonna see similar comps here. We're gonna see a Cassidy Freya, a DPS line with a Roadhog tank. Freya's kind of hanging out, I believe, discussing whether or not they want to go through with it. Wu Yang and Kiriko are gonna be the support line for Arkansas State. For the side of Emporia, they're gonna bring out the Widowmaker, and they're gonna keep Crimson Fire on this. They're gonna keep Crimson on this venture. Azrael's gonna be actually going as Winston here, and let's see, AK Amy and Wool are gonna be on Ana and Wu Yang. Winston's gonna dive here. Gonna be taking some damage here, building up this nano without the Ana on the enemy team. It's gonna be interesting to see. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Wi-Fi is gonna manage to take two and is gonna hook a third for a triple there. But Emporia is already halfway to their goal, which is not very far. So we shall see. We're gonna see a swap to Zarya for tank here, and Ming is going to be on the Sojourn now. They're really gonna try to get anti-nade on this Roadhog, so he can't catch enough healing. He is gonna fall really, really low here. This Cassidy's getting off a lot of damage on the enemy as well. Sleep is gonna come out. Cranberry's gonna find Wool, and Cassidy is gonna find Crimson, and he's gonna find Ming. So ESU is gonna have to back off for now. Regroup at the minute mark here. Nade is pretty close here. Sojourn is 60. Well, Sojourn and Wool are 60 away from ult. Zarya is at 55% for her ultimate. Both DPS ults are online for Arkansas. This Roadhog ult could be trouble as well. Azrael's really trying to get up to this high ground, and the Roadhog really wanted to help him up too. But they're just gonna go the back way here, try to get some, yep. The Roadhog ultimate is gonna come out from, oh wow. Okay, so the Freya ult is also gonna come out. Wool is gonna manage to cut down the Freya though. As for 12 seconds left on this push without that Roadhog ulting. Oh, actually no. Roadhog manages to one-shot kill the Zarya here. Wu Yang is gonna use his ult as well. Ming tries to burst down this Roadhog, but is unable to. Cassidy uses High Noon there to take out Wool. Crimson Fire is going to catch two here. Roadhog is going to catch Crimson Fire, though. Only one left on point is Azrael, holding down the fort. Ming is going to get caught on this Tracer here. Azrael's really has to stay alive here, but is going to fall. And so, for this final map, Arkansas State is going to win 3-0 here. And keep in mind that Emporia wins. That is strictly because we did not swap names. But yeah, play of the game is going to go to Ming here on the Sojourn. I believe this is just the nano rail overclock here. Yeah. All right, a really unfortunate game. Emporia State really did. They came back from not devastating losses on those first 2 maps, but pretty sizable losses from those first 2 maps. They really did give us a really good third map showing there. They were so close, really, to bringing that to a game 4. And it kind of just fell to some series of unfortunate events. While we can all say that we would probably do this or do that, ultimately it's... ultimately we can't say what the play was because we are not in the mindset of our players. But overall, GG's to Arkansas State and Emporia.
Yeah.
It was a GG's for them too.
Before we do our wrap up and head out here, what is anything upcoming? Any events upcoming?
I believe chess is going to be on Saturday. Next week we are going to be having Super Smash Brothers again.
Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday. My bad. Tuesday is going to be Super Smash Brothers. Thursday is going to be League of Legends again, and Friday is going to be another Overwatch game.
Have all our games for a week. That's a first for.
That is true. We have.
I guess a second. No, actually, I think that's the first we've had every gameplay.
Actually, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So our weekly wrap up is going to be posted on our Instagram at
ESU Hornet Esports, I believe.
I thought it was Hornet Esports ESU.
It's one of those two.
It's one of those two.
Oh.
All right. Basically, on our Instagram, we are going to do our weekly wrap up here. So be on the look for that.
And then coming Thursday, for those of you Smash players, we have our Stingers Up Tilt tournament as well.
That's true.
Starting at 6. Doors open at 6 here in Kramer Hall on campus. $8 entry, $5 if you have a setup. And I think that's it for events next week.
Yeah,
I don't think we have anything special.
Not upcoming, but we do have a few events that we are going to be going out to.
Yes.
In November, actually, which we will let you guys know about that as we get closer to those dates.
Well, I guess game wrap up. You have anything to wrap up for this game?
I mean, overall, it was a really good showing. I mean, you did see a lot of cohesion that they were working on. They did a bit better with regrouping after lost fights and stuff. Have a little issues with the either over pushing or overstaying and after fights and stuff. But those are just a few of the things to work on as you grow throughout the season. But
Beautiful.
Other than that, GG's to both teams.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, Hornet Nation, stay loud and proud. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, have a happy weekend and Stingers up.